treneriai.
Good evening. We are beginning the press conference with the head coach of Emporio Armani, Mr. Ettore Messina. Please, coach, your comment about the game.
Good evening. Congratulations to Zalgiris, Coach Trenerių, staff. They won deservedly with a very good second half. Our defense in the second half was not at the level required to win in such a difficult court like the Žalgirio Arena. And we had too many individual performances below par. On the other hand, Evans, Lekavicius, Sumner, their guards attacked us, both our guards and our bigs on the switches, and we were not able to provide help and the appropriate rotation. And on top of that, they got 12 offensive rebounds. So you can win a do-or-die game with the approach we had in the second half, unfortunately.
Questions?
Okay? Thank you.
No.
Hello, Coach. Edmund Sumner was huge for Žalgiris, especially in the second half. Although his season is not, not the best. Did he surprise you and your team at any components, and how big was his impact to the game?
No, because I have so many good friends with the Nets, and they always talked very highly about him, even before he came to Europe. So I knew he's capable of those things, and we just didn't match his physicality. Probably shot a little bit better three than he usually does, but that's to his credit. Okay. The thing is that when we starting suffering defensively, giving them the picture of the second half was the beginning. 2 turnovers, 3 turnovers in a row on offense, and offensive rebound, and finally bucket. So now we start trailing, and when we start trailing and we feel that behind are not, let's say, connected and solid and tough, now we play in a hurry offensively, because we feel that if we don't score, it will be hard to get stops on the other end. And so now it's just snowball. Great teams impose their defense, and then on offense they try to find the best matchup to attack. Okay, and we did enough well these two things in the first half. We didn't do it at all in the second half, and they did it. So the game went to them deservedly.
Your countryman Andrea Trinchieri took over Žalgiris coaching job 3 months ago. Could you tell the biggest differences Žalgiris has now?
No, I'm sorry. I never evaluate any opponent, any team. I don't think it's correct. I've never done in my life, and I'm not start tonight. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Of course, they're playing well. They won some big games at home, so they're doing a very good job.
And I have one more question from another topic. Last week, Žalgiris celebrated 25th anniversary of winning the EuroLeague title. And
I was on the wrong side also
yes.
that year. Yeah.
Yes, that's why I'm asking this question. What could the current teams, EuroLeague teams, learn from that Žalgiris in 1999?
The ball movement. They under Coach Kaslaukas, they were passing the ball extremely well. They were using 2 great guards like Tyus Edney and Anthony Bowie, and around them all the other players, the Zukauskas, Stombergas, and well, they were a very, very good team. They let's say they were really a team in the real sense of the word, because they played together unselfishly. And that year we arrived to the Final Four a little bit, with some little problems, and more important, we had the derby in the semifinal. And as you know, who wins the derby very rarely wins the final game, because you're drained, But they deserved. They beat Olympiacos and us, with 2 great games. They had a great season. It was really a pleasure to watch that team play. And I was very fortunate because then in the following years I had the opportunity to have Saulius for a year, and especially Tyus in Treviso was an amazing point guard.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good evening, Coach. Just a quick question about nowadays. Is it possible to pick a favorite for last spot in play-in tournament right now?
I have no idea. I shouldn't check that. I mean, I know there are a lot of games, that could shift everything. So it's honestly, it will go down to individual, let's say, points difference or tiebreaker. It's really complicated, I think. So I honestly don't know. I think that they told me that Partizan, if they win their games, are a little bit more in a better position because of their tiebreakers. But honestly, I should say. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
And good luck.
And now comments from Žalgiris head coach, Mr. Andrea Tinkin, please.
What a night. What an atmosphere. What a game. What players I have. It was not even the best director could write down this kind of story. We played against the hottest team in the moment of the EuroLeague. They just won. Monaco, Fener, knocking down shots. And the first half we shoot 4 out of 16 open threes. I would say 10 was wide open and we didn't make it. And we start struggling. But we were able, I said to my team, we make 2 threes, it will be arrivederci e grazie. We will go. We will open our wings. It was like this. I'm very happy for my players, for the entire organization, and I have to say big ačiū to the whole Žalgirio arena that put us together, push us over the limit to play this kind of game, energetic game with a lot of mistakes, but I take all the mistakes if I have this energy. So congrats to everybody, to my players and to the fans.
Coach, a couple of questions from Žalgiris Insider subscribers. What's your opinion on Edmund Sumner's performance today?
I said, where you have been? Where you have been in the last 3 months? I'm joking. He's a extremely positive person. It's very pleasant to be around him. He's always with the right face, smiling. He's a talented player. He's rookie for EuroLeague. It took a lot of time, mistakes, bad games, foul prone, turnover prone, and we have this just because we have this kind of performance in the last game, just because it has to, some water has to go under the bridge. This means time, and because he just wanted to be coach. I was hard on him, but I believe that this is the best reward I can get. Now it's like that we signed a new player. So very happy. He's happy too, I believe, because also the standing ovation at the end was fully deserved.
After one of the game before this winning streak in the EuroLeague, you mentioned that you had only toothpicks in your hands as an armory. What armory of choice now you have after these victories?
Would you mind if we enjoy at least for 3 hours? Until midnight, maybe it's less than 3 hours. Okay, then like Cinderella, we will go back thinking about what we have to do. I just want to enjoy, and I want my players to enjoy.
Hello, Coach. Congrats with the victory today. Lukas Lekavičius also had a good game today. Does he get enough credit from everybody, media, fans, and so on and so forth for his performances in the recent times?
I believe that he had a lot of good games, and he's our microwave. If you remember well, I consider him like our Vinnie Johnson from Detroit Pistons. And he goes, he scores, he goes back to the bench. His face never changed. I believe that he could do 2 careers in his life, or this kind of scorer or a serial killer. I don't see anything else. And he's very strong mentally. I'm very happy for him, and he knows that I like him.
Laurynas Brutas also had a few moments in the third quarter where he had like a few tip and rebounds and so on and so forth.
They are both your friends, so you're talking only about these 2 players?
I wish.
Okay, hey, you should ask them to invite you for dinner.
I will try if Almond says. Yeah, talking about...
They are crocodile, they won't reach to the pocket, believe me.
Talking about Biras, he had a couple of good moments, but how does he adapt?
I believe that Viras, this was not his best game. I told him. I believe that he has to expect very tough physical game, and he was not ready for that. He was good because in a bad day on offense, where he didn't finish his usual shots around the rim, his floaters, and he lacked toughness. He was very good in pick and roll defense and rebounding. So for me, this is a very good sign, because some games don't go as expected. So you need to find a way to be productive, to be efficient, and to help your team. The best thing he did, that in a day where he didn't shine on offense, he helped us with other stuff.
Yeah, and in the stands in tonight's game, there was like a poster for Keenon Evans. Keenon Evans for Kaunas Mayors. What do you think about that? Would he fit this role?
I believe he can do everything in this moment.
Yeah, and Coach, 2 games in the regular season left. What kind of a face of Žalgiris we can see?
Not tonight. Not tonight. Let me recharge my team. I am just very, very, very thankful for my players that we are still in the mix. This is the only thing that counts. Being there and being alive, it's the only thing that counts. So I want to regenerate, my team, to let them rest, and then we will think about what to do. We have very few chances, but few is better than nothing.
Good evening, Coach.
See you.
Speaking about Evans, it looks that if he plays a decent first half, the second will be excellent for him almost every time. So is there any particular reason? Do you see, or there are different cases on different?
I know this is something we spoke about, and I didn't invent anything. The biggest leaders in basketball always try to involve first the team, then the court becomes bigger, and then he knocks down the big shots. So the roles in my team are very clear, the hierarchy is very clear, and he trusts his teammates, give them also at the beginning of the third quarter. We didn't start with him running the show, but Giedraitis, Ule, Arnas, they were all playing very aggressive. And like this, he could be fresh when we need. We knew that Milano was going to switch at a certain point, and he was extremely effective beating the switch. If he starts doing that in the first half, then the game becomes very long for him, and you lose freshness. You lose a lot of things that I always think about the big picture. I always think about 40 minutes. I always think that I want him in his best shape at the end of the game when we need. And he is doing that very well. He's involving everybody, and then when his time comes, he's a killer.
Also, one more question for me. There are 3 Italian coaches right now in the EuroLeague. There was 4 for a short period of time. Is there any matter of principle in those Italian ties?
I don't know. I just know that the Italian coaches are very good, and I don't say this. I know the Italian school. I know what we have to go through to become a coach of a good level. So I would say that there are not enough. There could be more.
Coach, in the end of the season, there is always talk about individual awards. What do you think, in your opinion, should Keenon Evans be in the mix for the MVP?
I didn't hear you because I'm a little bit deaf.
In your opinion, should Keenon Evans
I believe that everything I would say, I hate annoying people, and I don't want to be annoying. What I can say more than about Keenon? Actions speak louder than words. He loves this team, he plays hard, he involves his teammates. When we need him, he's there. He's human, he can play bad games like everybody else. But the thing that he's a smart dude, it's smart. And it's easier for the coach to have this kind of player when he's smart. So I cannot say anything that is not already said. Just watch his game. That's it?
Okay. Thank you.
Ačiū.
It's almost done, eh?
Victory, first of all, let's talk about that second half. How did you guys manage to change the picture completely?
I feel like we brought energy up, got more stops. We took care of the ball a little better as well. I think our energy is what got us going.
Talking about defensive work during the whole game in the first half, there was a couple of mental mistakes by the whole team. How did you manage to see those and to make them in a good way?
Just not try to give anything easy. Like I said, mistakes don't happen throughout the game. It's basketball. I feel like some of our energy covered for some of the mistakes we made in the second half because we still didn't play perfect, but we made a little bit less mistakes.
Your first entrance to the game, you got a couple of fouls, but your second and further appearances on the court were amazing. What can you say about your performance? You played your career game in the EuroLeague.
Just feel like I've been just sticking with the process. Like you said, this game is totally different than me. I never played Europe-style ball. I feel like over these last 3 weeks or so, you get to see me get more comfortable, seeing the reads better, knowing how to utilize my talent. And Coach been putting me in a great position to succeed.
Earlier, when you started with Zalgiris, we saw you using those open court opportunities on the fast break. How the coach managed to put you in those half-court situations and to fulfill you better?
Yeah, like I said, Coach is smart, so he understands the game. He knows his players, and now, I mean, he figured me out. He knows what gets me going. So, like I said, he's been putting me in great positions. I'm getting sets ran for me now, so it's not like, oh, I gotta force everything in transition because I'm getting half court, but I'm also making better decisions within the half court that allows me to get the play calls.
You played a lot of 3-4-minute stints. Maybe it helps you save your energy and just to better be prepared for your stint.
Yeah, like Coach said, I mean, he knows I bring a lot of energy, so it's like a spark off the bench. Like, I don't care about starting or nothing. Like, that's just an ego thing. As long as I'm contributing, that's all I really care about, helping the team as best as possible. So knowing you playing those little stints, like you said, you can give it all. I'm gonna give it all regardless, but those shortest minutes, like we did almost towards the end of the season, I'm in great shape, so those little minutes aren't nothing.
You're always asked to compare playing styles in America and in Europe, but how about those fans? How much energy do they give to you, to the team? And
I love it. You see, I feed off it. It gets me going. I'm a guy, I feel like the more emotional I'm playing, the more I'm into the game. Like, I love basketball. Like, that puts a smile on my face. So see the fans loving, like, it's a show. We out here competing, man. I love it. Like, the fans are amazing.
3 in a row at Žalgirio Arena for Žalgiris team. Can Žalgiris translate that into away game next week versus Monaco?
Of course. Keep building, but not be satisfied. We're not just because we won 3 in a row, we're not going to go there and just win. We got to do all the right things, whatever coach, scouting report, our game plan, we got to execute it. It's not going to be an easy one, but our goal is to go in there and win.
You have something like 4 or 5% chance to make it to the play-in. Does it change the approach of the team before the game? How you approaching the game when your backside against the wall?
Nah, it's a game. You can take every game serious. So I mean, every game means the same here. So we just want to try to get the victory.
You made your best James Harden impersonation with that crossover and step back. How did it look to you?
It was cool because I know AP, Alex. We played with each other with the Pacers, so that's my guy for real. So I know he can guard. So it was good. It was good.
Career game in the EuroLeague. Simple question: what did you eat before the game?
Man, I done found my routine. Actually, I had a little fast twitch. It's like this pre-workout. I used to drink every game before the NBA, but it's not over here. I just ordered. It came today. I drunk it today, so I think it was the fast twitch, man. So it could have been that.
The fans brought the sign that Keenon should be the mayor of Kauno. Do you think that Keenon would be a good politician?
Yeah, I think he would. He loves it here. He's gonna give it his all. He's a smart guy, so he might. Yeah.
Coach requests extra energy every game. Where do you take it from?
My pregame meal. No. I'm an energy guy, so that's it. You good, fellas? Thank you, man.
Tai sveikinimai Arnui su pergale, trečioji šalies namuose, trečioji šalies Eurolygos, kokias mintis po rungtynių?
Tai mintis, aišku, geras po pergalės tokios ir emocijų daug. Ir, manau, stiprią komandą nugalėjom, ganėtinai gerų žaidimų, tai turbūt kitokios emocijos ir negali būti. Tai, sakau, nusipelnėm šitos pergalės tikrai ir žaidėm tvarkingą, kokybišką krepšinį.
Kalbant apie jūs patį, atrodo pats nuo pirmų minučių šiandien agresyvus prieš Milano ekipą, prasiveržimai, tritaškiai, kaip galėtumėt, sakykime, pas savo tą agresyvumą ir taip toliau paaiškinti šiandien?
Tai nežinau, visą laiką stengiuosi pradėti nuo gynybos, o treneris, sakau, tikrai skatina mane puolime ir nori, kad aš daugiau tos iniciatyvos imčiausi, ypač po tų rungtynių, kai buvau toks nepastebimas gal puolime, tai kažkiek noriu iš tos gynybos persinešti viską į puolimą. Na, šiandien kažkiek pavyko, kažkiek ne, bet sakau, šiandien tikrai ta Milano gynyba tokia buvo ganėtinai skylėta ir mes susikūrėm tikrai daug progų iš to kamuolio judinimo, tai daug tų metimų metėm visi, ne tik aš laisvi, pritrūkdavo, aišku, kad jie įkrisdavo, bet visa esmė tai tikrai buvo tvarkingas mūsų krepšinis.
Praėjusį kartą prieš Milano ekipą buvot patyręs traumą kojos, ar turėt kažkokių sentimentų prieš šiandienos tą mačą?
Ne, tikrai neturėjau, žinot, čia tos, nei ten kažkas išprovokavo, sakykime, iš varžovų tą traumą, nieko, tai ten buvo tiesiog lygioj vietoje viskas nutiko, aš pats, kaip sakyti, mano pačio kūnas taip sureagavo.
Šiandien Edmundas buvo įspūdingas, ką apie jį galite pasakyti?
Na tai laukiam Edmundo tokio, tai labai, kaip sakyti, stiprus pagalbininkas perimetre, ko mums kartais pritrūkdavo, jeigu kažkiek strigdavo Keenanas, tai įspūdingi tie jo metimai, sukrito tokie ir vienas prieš vieną, ir stebekai, na, smagu buvo žiūrėti.
Šiandien rungtynių metu buvo toks plakatas apie Keenaną irgi, Keenaną į Kauno merus, kaip manot, tiktų jam toks, ar nelabai pastas?
Aišku, tiktų.
Kalbant apie Sumnerį, Heisas po pasakymo, kad nori link Kaune irgi užsikūrė, turėjo gerą dvigubą savaitę, ar kažkokia paraiška gali būti iš Sumnerio, kad irgi galbūt nori žmogus šitas lyg po tokio pasirodymo?
Tai čia, žinot, ne manęs turbūt klausti, reikia eiti pas juos ir pasiklausti. Kodėl ne, ta prasme, kai taip žmonės žaidžia, taip stengiasi, svarbiausia, kad tas yra noras ir nėra jokio abejingumo, nepaisant to, kad būna ir varžybų, kai ne taip gerai sekasi kaip šiandien ar ne, bet jie vis tiek visą laiką atiduoda tą savo širdį, norą ir tokius vyrukus turėti rūbiniai, tai superinis dalykas.
Keenano sudėjimas greitoje atakoje nustebino, nes atrodo, kad ir buvo Tonatas šalia, tai ir dar dviem rankom. Ar užskaitam šitą dėjimą, nes ten buvo toks pasikabinimas ant lanko?
Užskaitam tas, jo, žinau, apie ką kalbėjau, buvo labai užvarus toks, bet nežinau, be Heiso ir be Biro pas mus tų dėjimų labai maža.
Jo, kalbant apie tuos dėjimus, kaip iš šono atrodė tas Edmundos Kevarius Amaliupas, irgi tikriausiai energijos įžiebė.
Įspūdingai, be abejo, tokie visą laiką epizodai, tai visų pirma pajungia žiūrovus stipriai, tas persideda paskui ir komandai. Tokių epizodų labai laukiam ir jie tokie būna, kaip sakyti, žiežirbos, kurios įskelia ugnį ir paskui jau belieka tą ugnį, kaip sakyti, kūrenti ir važiuoti su ta gera energija.
Liko dvejos rungtynės Eurolygoje, kokią Žalgirio veidą dar galim pamatyti per tuos likusius 2 mačus?
Tai kovinga, ką aš galiu pasakyti, mes tik tai nuo savęs turbūt galim pažadėti, kad kovosim iki galo ir tiek, daugiau nieko.
Aš šiek tiek pradžią praleidau, tai tada iš tikrųjų apie pačias rungtynes. Ilgą laiką teko ir Vytis varžovas, bet tarsi tas lūžis vėl antroji rungtynių pusėje. Kas jį lėmė, kas po didžiosios pertraukos keičiasi Žalgirio žaidime?
Ja, tai aš sakyčiau, kad mes visų rungtynių metu ganėtinai kokybiškai ir stabilų krepšinį rodėm, tik tai, kad tie metimai mums nesukrisdavo pirmoji pusė, ypač metėm tikrai nemažai laisvi, prametėm. Kai patakėm kelis, atsirišo tos rankos, persvara irgi, galėjom tikrai protingiau sužaisti, buvo +6 berods įmetė tritaškį tranzišinę, buvo +5, vėl gavom tritaškį. Na, tokie epizodai, kai tu gali laužti rungtynes ir leidi metikam mesti tos greitus metimus, tai tokie biški žaidimas su ugnimi. Tai gerai, kad nuo to, kaip sakyti, nenuleidom galvos, nepasidavėm tom blogom emocijom ir išlaikėm savo stabilumą, kas leido ir, manau, perlaužti rungtynes.
Paties kuriozinis tritaškis, jautei, kad labai blogai išėjo ten, kur nuo lentos pasišokinėjo ant viršaus ir įkrito į krepšį?
Ne, tai šiaip nejaučiu, kad ten būtų labai jau blogai, žinai, ten tiesiog lanko priekis, bet jau geriau tokie, tai paskui neįkristų, negu įkrent.
Kiek kartų šiandien buvo antras penketas, nekalbant apie Sumnerį, bet ir Lukas Lekavičius tiptelė rodos viduje?
Šiandien, aš sakyčiau, komandinis darbas buvo svarbiausias dalykas, tai aš net neįskirčiau, taip sakykime, kažkokio vieno žaidėjo ir 2 žaidėjų, kurie nulėmė rungtynių baigti, tai visi draskė tą gynybą, visi tuos mismečius, tuos žmonės, ką norėjom atakuoti, atakavo agresyviai, paskui kamuolio vaikščiojimas ir čia jau, žinot, kam ateina laisvas metimas, tam ateina, čia jau reikia mesti, reikia pataikyti, bet iki to laisvo metimo dar yra žaidėjai, kurie jį sukuria savo agresyvumu. Tai čia šiandien, visi buvo tikrai labai svarbus ir naudingi komandai.
Pačiam teko susitikimų situacijose ir prieš Mirotičių atsidurti, tarkim, ir mažiukus jų dengti. Ką išskirtum būtent iš tų gynybinių, tą patį Mirotičių, ar sudėtinga iš tikrųjų prieš šitaip yra pasidengti prieš jo metimus?
Tai patys matėte, kad aukščiausios klasės žaidėjas, ta prasme, gali maksimaliai apsunkinti metimą, o įkris ar neįkris, tai čia jau nuo jo paties priklauso. Tai stengiasi, buvo ir tas rungtynių planas paruoštas. Manau, tikrai neblogai jo laikėmės. Buvo keletas momentų, kada pramiegojom tos jo metimus, kur tikrai negalim duoti taip lengvai išsimesti, bet Svarbiausia, kad, sakau, kiti žaidėjai galbūt tiek nepasijungė ir nebuvo viskas lengvai.
Po tų skaudžių pralaimėjimų prieš Makabį ir Miuncheną buvo tas planas laimėti viską, kad 5 rungtynės ir dar kabintis to šansų. Šansų vis daugėja. Kiek realu, kad šitas Žalgiris ant šitos bangos gali pildyti tą planą viską ir laimėti tas 5?
Pamatysim. Turbūt ateitis parodys, tai mūsų tikslas visą laiką eiti, kovoti, ypač, sakau, kaip tu gali nekovoti, kai tiek žmonių susirenka ir tai palaiko viso sezono metu, tai yra kažkas įspūdingo ir aš manau, kad mes esame jiems skolingi ir savo kova galim kažkiek tai kompensuoti, prasme, atiduoti tą savo skolą iš savo pusės, tai sieksim ir daryti, o kaip jau viskas toliau klostysis, tai kiek aš net iš tikrųjų atvirai pasakius nežinau, kas kaip turi tenai mums sukristi, bet mes darysim viską nuo savęs.
Panašiai situacija ir pernai buvo, tai išlindo, tai gretamasės ar bandot kažkaip perteikti tą patirtį žaidėjams, kurių nebuvo pernai, bet yra šiemet?
Aš manau, čia visi tikrai žino, esam apie tai šnekėję, bet tai ne rodiklis. Rodiklis vis tiek yra mūsų žaidimas ir kova kiekvienos rungtynės.
Sibet, lošimo automatai. Ruletė, lažybos, stalo lošimai. Įsitraukimas į azartinius lošimus gali sukelti priklausomybę.